Hello and welcome to another Circle Light Movement Live from me, Lucy Band.
And me, Natasha Harris. Hi, everyone.
We're lovely to see you this Friday. Sorry, Natasha and I were always caught before, and I was still in that conversation. But I'm here now. I'm fully present. Okay, I'm really excited that you're here with us. If you are live, then please let us know where you are, where you're watching us from, because we love all your comments. And also, if you're watching us on the replay, because there's not a little live icon up there, then hashtag replay. And if you have any questions, then please put them in the comments, because we are more than happy to answer them. We really are. And yeah, we're super excited about today's topic, about how to up level in 3 easy steps. I think it might be a little bit more than 3 steps now after our little chat before this, but yeah, we will share all of our knowledge as always, and our wisdom with you, and our experiences, because between us we have quite a lot of experience, but we won't go into numbers.
Not a competition. I'm just sharing out to a few more groups so we can get this out to people. But yeah, this is a really super exciting topic. You know, Lucy and I have been through a huge up leveling since we met, which was last February, again in September when we created the Circle of Light movement, but again in the last few days as we've been launching and getting ready to launch our membership, which opens on Monday the 12th. And we are so excited by this, because the level of souls, beautiful souls that have come into the group already is just extraordinary. It really is. And I feel so excited to be in this community of like-minded people who are going to be supporting each other to dance in the light, to, you know, to walk through the shadows, walk through the fears, come out the other side and really stand in what they truly desire from their life, whether that's around health and well-being, whether it's around relationships, whether it's around business and success and the money bit. So, you know, whatever your desire is in life that you want to up level and take it to the next level, then please do come and join our community. We'll put all the details in there, but I'm going to give you a little special coupon code if you are watching this live. We haven't put that in the comments, and we won't put it in the comments. But if you're watching us live, then watch with us if you want to know about the coupon code for a special offer discount for joining us before the end of Sunday, midnight on Sunday, when the doors close for the next few months, and it won't be possible to come and join the membership. Right.
Yes, so we're super excited about that, and it is a beautiful community. Natasha and I had a planning session yesterday, and it was just this is why we're talking about up leveling today, because the frequency we started the day on and then the frequency we ended the day on once we'd finished planning and creating was just insane. Like, it was absolutely insane. And it really is, like, when we talk about it, new paradigm, that's what we're talking about. Because what we mean is, like, the language we were using is new paradigm. It's new earth language, where it's about love and frequency and joy and playfulness and light. And even our images that we were creating to post about the events that we're doing, it was just really beautiful, like absolutely beautiful, and such a different, again, it's such an up level for us, even from a few months ago. It really is incredible. And that's why we wanted to share that with you in this video today. But I just wanted to add as well, because I'm super excited about this. So we're going to be doing new moon ceremonies every month, because again, new paradigm. We don't really want to, we want to work with the cycles and the cycles of the moon. So every month we will be doing a new moon ceremony, and I'm super excited about this, because this is something I used to do all the time years ago, and I miss them, and I kind of not done them. And when Natasha suggested it, I was like, yes. So that's just one thing that I'm super excited about in the Circle Light Movement membership, and we have our first one on Monday.
Yes, our launch party on Monday. And it is so interesting, and I think this is where we want to really talk into the up leveling. It's when you get still, when you step into a space of creation, and we're going to talk about co-creation in a moment, because that has been a huge part of our up leveling, about working together, Lucy and I, and what we want to create. But there's something about stepping into that space of piece, of really listening what comes up. And Lucy and I talk about old paradigm and new paradigm all the time, and it was really just from a conversation. It was like, well, we had plans, you know, that every month there'll be a new theme to our membership, so it became very logical that April, May, June, July, August, etc., etc. And it was just in that moment we were thinking, well, it was no coincidence we're launching on Monday, which is a new moon. So for those of you that are watching live and you want to come and join us and you're thinking, yes, I'm going to click on that button, what is that coupon code to get in? It's new moon, all in lowercase, new moon. So if you are watching and you want to come and join us, click on the link to sign up. It's normally £18 a month now. It's gone up. If you want to get it for £11 a month forever, just type coupon code new moon in when you sign up and you pay. So it was just an obvious transition to say, well, why don't we just start our month every time on the new moon, setting new intentions, creating new ideas? What do we want to do for this moon cycle? And it just was such a clear message from the divine, from source, from really being in that space and really trusting into, oh, that feels really different. It feels really obvious, but it feels really different. And listening to those messages and taking action. And then everything flows. Like it was just like, oh, okay, cool. That's a no-brainer. Let's flow with that and see what comes. And then the design of it came, the energy of what we were trying to do for those months just immediately up leveled, immediately shift. And it came through in the stuff we were writing, in the content, in the design of the cards, of the design element of it. It just flowed straight into that, and that up level became immediately obvious when we stepped out and go, this is what we've got.
Yeah, exactly. It's just about creating that space, which you talk about a lot, because in the space you can expand. In the space, that's where divine downloads come in and drop in. And it's also about finding your own rhythm. So like Natasha said, we could have gone with April's this much, May's this theme. But what we wanted was to find our own rhythm with it. And I have my rhythm, Natasha has hers. So it has to be a beautiful dance between the two of us, that this new thing that we're creating, although we created it last year, it's a new evolution of it. It needs to be this beautiful dance between ourselves, but also with the universe. And it's when you get into that dance, open, expansive space, that's where the miracles happen. That's where it's so easy. It's so easy. And that's where the up level happens, when you're not being pulled. You know, like sometimes when you're up leveled, you're dragged up to the next level, and it's painful and it's hard and it's challenging. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about a beautiful dance where you move to the next level. And again, I really think that it's also to do with a co-creation. So when you up level, when you have someone else that you're up leveling with, so whether that be a community like the Circle Light Movement membership, whether like Natasha and I working together, like that's an up level in itself. When we said yes to working together, we initially up leveled just straight off the bat, because we said yes to each other, and then it's been just crazy. It's been a wild ride, and it's only been a year. So when working with someone else and other people that can be on the same frequency as you, that can see your dreams, see your visualizations, and be there with you championing, that's where the magic of up leveling happens, but with ease, grace, and so much beauty.
Yeah, it really is. And I think it's such a natural evolvement. It just feels much more natural. We get away from this old paradigm that everything that we want in life is hard work, it's push, it's effort. It's like, and I remember that it wasn't that long ago that's how I created my business 6 years ago. was with this effort. And when I started to really learn and understand the energetics of the law of attraction, the law of momentum, the law of increments, the law of ease, flow, and joy, you know, this whole, and grace and patience, it really started to shift everything in my business. So when Lucy and I said yes to this and to creating the Circle of Light, we knew we were onto something really big, and the results showed up in every other area of my life. It was so interesting. Almost immediately you get feedback from the universe immediately when you have that up level, so you know without a shadow of a doubt. Some other like stuff might percolate in the background, but what we want to focus on is what is supporting us and what the evidence that's showing us. The level of inquiries went up in my other business. The number of people that signed up to me went exponential. I was like, oh my God, how the hell am I going to cope with this? I co-collaborated with someone else around something, and it just went through the roof. And so it's like when you start saying yes, things start to, or you create it in your cauldron. We're going to talk about that in our ceremonies, but you start adding the ingredients to stuff, and then the results start to show. So it's phenomenal what happens when you say yes to yourself, but you say yes alongside others. It's so incredible when you have that community of people around you to support you, to say, hey, have you just recognized that you've just up leveled there? Like, don't dismiss that. And people allow you to, and in your joy, to bring that. And that's what we're creating in the Circle of Light. It's people to support you through the challenges, but to show you how you are doing amazing stuff through all areas of your life.
And you've just reminded me, actually, Natasha, I forgot. I imagine it's from yesterday. I actually had another private client sign up this morning with me. I was like, oh, thank you.
There you go.
Like a little dance, like at my desk, and just like I'm grateful, like a beautiful, beautiful soul-aligned private client. So yeah, I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, talk about leveling. That's nice.
Yeah, and the people that show up are soul-aligned. That's exactly it. Yes. Thanks for the heart, whoever's left that. And if you are watching, let us know how this shows up for you. How do you know when you up level? How are you feeling? Does it feel really challenging or really hard because you don't have those people around you that are supporting you? Or do you have them around you and you really notice the benefits of that? Just let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear your experience of it and join in the conversation with it. But yeah, it's really been such a powerful experience, knowing that not only Lucy and I have been doing this together, but that we are drawing in to the community, to the Circle of Light movement membership, those souls that are really ready, that really their desire outweighs their fear. Their desire is stronger than the fear that's holding them back of the unknown, the unseen, the tapped into. It's like, well, that desire, and I think that was something that Lucy and I were talking about, the desire for me to change was so much greater than my fear of what the hell is going to happen if I change was really there. So
yeah, and I think that's what we were talking about before this call, before this live. It's just like the desire for me has always outweighed it. Whereas in the beginning, I had to be nudged by my husband, and it was so scary. It was terrifying because I was like, what if all those demons in my head that tell me that I'm this horrible person, hateful person, what if it's all true? My husband leaves me and I have no friends because I'm really this truly horrible person. And that's what was going through my head. But then when I had my first, for me, it was EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique session. When I had my first session, and I was just like hooked. I was like, that's it, because I could see the other side. I could see the light. I could see the freedom from my demons on the other side. And I was like, I had too much to lose. So I kept going, even through the challenging and difficult parts. I kept going, and my gosh, was it worth it? The freedom and the love that I experience now is way beyond anything I could have imagined at the beginning of my journey. And it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And so for me now, like that desire in anything, as soon as I say yes to something, I'm 100% in, because it's like, yes, I'm 100% committed to this. And I know that the other side is going to be so much more awesome.
Absolutely. So if there's something in you that really desires this, but you feel hesitant, you feel afraid, and I know that a few of the people, you know, a couple of people within the group already have had that fear that they may be judged, fear that they may be, you know, not feel part of that of the community, but have said yes anyway. So if you are hesitant, if you do feel, you know, fear in any way for joining something as big as this movement, you know that you're not alone, that you won't be the only one in that community. But saying yes to you right now is the most important thing you can do. We're here to support you. Lucy and I've been through it. We're here to show you how to navigate through that and through those challenges and those fears in a very, very different way. Much quicker than the years that Lucy and I have had to, you know, work hard at it before we got to the other side. You know, we've got a wealth of experience, and we want to share that with you so you don't have to go through the years of transition that Lucy and I had to do. We've got that all for you, all sorted. And just, I think, being in that space and being in that light is already an up level without a shadow of a doubt. Being and hanging out with Lucy and I, you know, those are the things that we kind of get from people that have worked with us together, that have hung out with us. It's like they feel it just from being in our vibe. And yeah, I don't say that easily or lightly, because I don't want that to sound like we're really cool, because that's not where that comes from. But you know, that is the feedback that we get. You know, we want you to experience that. We want you to feel an element of what the joy that we feel, and we are so excited. I've been, like I said to Lucy before, I'm like a little kid today, because I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I don't know which way to turn. I'm like, yeah, you know, but there's that energy within me, and I'm just so excited about what we're going to start, what we've already started, but what we're really launching on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like the people that we've already called in are just, you know, there is some fear there, because it is an up level, but they have been brave enough to say yes. And you can always, like, it's your choice. So if it doesn't resonate, if you're in there and you're like, no, this isn't resonating with me, you can always unsubscribe. You can always leave. You know, you do have a choice. You totally have a choice.
Always.
But my recommendation would be, come and try it out. Yeah. Like, what's the worst that could happen if you try it out? And if you use Natasha's new moon code for £11,
£11,
a moon circle with us is definitely worth more than £11. Yeah. So you can just come to the launch party, and then if you're like, no, this is me, you can leave. But we hope you'd stay, because we've got meditations, activations, energy cleansing, and more ceremonies as well. So it's like a really beautiful, it's a beautiful community, and a sacred space is what we're creating. A sacred space where you can expand and realize your dreams, make your dreams a reality, but in a loving, nurturing, supportive environment. We're all about this. Will bring a lot of feminine energy, although masculine will be there, because Natasha and I believe in taking a lot of action, which is more masculine energy, but there will be that feminine, supportive, nurturing energy, that Mother Earth energy, that loving energy will be there to help you, to support you. And I'm just gonna say it, that's what Natasha and I do really well. I don't mind saying stuff like that.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we it's a blend of everything, and I always talk about balance. I've always talked about balance, even before I really even knew what balance was. I always talked about balance and how I helped and supported my clients to bring about balance. But balance is, so as we individually are absolutely unique beings, the balance for each and every single one of us is different, and it will be different at different times of the month. It would be different times of the year, depending on where you are. And it's this is the flow that I was talking about earlier. It's about finding our flow in the moment, and it will differ. And it's okay if it's different. It's about recognizing that we're like a river, that, you know, sometimes things flow a bit faster, sometimes they flow a little bit slower. We don't want to end up in stagnation, and we don't want to end up consistently in the rapid torrent of of a wild river. We want to experience all of it, but we want to stay somewhere within the balance of those two polarities and those two extremes, so that we can really enjoy life. And that's what, you know, I really, truly, firmly believe. We are here to enjoy this experience. We only get one chance in this lifetime. We've had many lifetimes. We will have many more, but we get only one choice, and one life and one experience in this. So let's make it the best that we possibly can.
Exactly, and that's what we want to help you do by dancing in the light, and dance in the light with us. Like, it's such a fun place to be. Like, even when you feel that everything's not working for you or everything's against you, if you can lift your consciousness, lift your spirit, lift yourself up into the light, you just get a totally different perspective on things, and that is where the transformation happens.
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes lightning fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Come and hang out with us. It's going to be fun. Basically, come and hang out with us. It's going to be fun.
If you want to join before Sunday midnight UK time, we have got people from all over the world. We've got people in America who've come and joined. I think it's somebody in Australia that's joined. There's people in Europe that have joined. So it's not just UK. So wherever you're watching in the world, come and join us. This is really going to be a global movement. Before Sunday at midnight, if you are watching live, use the coupon code New Moon, all in lowercase, and you will get it for a discounted price from £18 a month to £11 a month for the entirety of your membership. So as long as you're a member, it will only ever be £11 a month with the New Moon coupon code. So I think somebody else has just joined us as well. So
Yay! Thank you. Welcome.
So come and join us. We are a growing community. We'd love to welcome you in. If you've got questions, by the way, or if you're watching and you're not quite sure what all this is about, head to our website. All the information is in the post. And on our website, the link is at the bottom. Use the New Moon code, and if you've got any questions, then come and ask us. Private message us. We would be delighted to have a conversation.
Oh, thank you, Josie. Joey, that's beautiful.
That's great. Can't wait to meet you, Josephine. Lovely.
Thank you so much for joining us, Joe. And I thought we'd just recap. Actually, I think there's like 4 points to up leveling. But just to recap, the ones are listening to the signs, like getting still, getting present, carving out some time so you can listen to the divine downloads and create some space for you to expand into. Take action. This is a big one. You can't just sit there and meditate because it's not going to happen. Like, when those divine downloads come, take action so you can move forward. And then trust that it's coming, trust that you can do it, trust that the universe will deliver. And then the fourth bonus one is join a community of like-minded people, or work with someone like Natasha and I, work with someone who can support you in your up leveling. So if it can get bumpy, then they've got your back as well, which is just the most beautiful thing. I'd never had it before in my business because I hadn't worked with anyone directly. But I remember Natasha got an email, I think 3 weeks ago, when we were in launch mode and I was launching something else, and I was like, I've looked at my diary and it's a bit full. And I'm starting to I'm not in overwhelm, but I am a bit, She's like, right, let's have a meeting. What can I take off you? And that for me was just something I'd never experienced before in my business life. And it was just beautiful. So, yeah.
It's been amazing. So we'd love to invite you in, and we will be taking a couple of weeks off now from these lives while we just get everything moving and the momentum going in our membership. But we will be back in 3 weeks. I don't know what the date of that is, but in 3 weeks for our regular 12 p.m. UK time lives and conversations, and we would love for you to join us in that as well. After Sunday, there will be a waiting list to join our next opening. So if that is something you're interested in, you just think not now, then please do come and join our mailing list. There will be a waiting list. It will be on a first come first served basis when doors open in a few months' time. So thank you again, everyone who's been watching. If you're watching the lives, type #replay. Let us know your questions. Let us know how you're getting on and what your up level's been. And we will see you soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.